So when I'm doing my predictions, I like to take into account who's the quarterback, who's the coach, and how did you improve going into the new season. So how did you improve after last season, right? And I'm gonna start with the AFC East. Oh, not that one. So I'm gonna start with the AFC East. It's really a two-team race. If you asking me, the Jets, I don't know what to do with them. There's nothing there for me. There's nothing there for me with the Jets. They have one of the top 5 worst QB rooms right now. So that's not much to go off of. Miami Dolphins, we need to see what they look like post Tyreek, post Waddle, post Tua. A lot of those good weapons are gone. They got Malik Willis now. You know, they really don't have many weapons for him. I don't know what they'll do. I can see them being probably a 5-12 team. That's just me being nice. It's out of the Bills and the Patriots. And it's interesting because both teams got a different dynamic now going into this season. Obviously, the Patriots, they have the 27th toughest schedule. Let me make sure this is not the easiest. Yes, they have the 27th toughest schedule. Last year they had the easiest schedule in all of football, and we saw what they did with that. They did exactly what they supposed to have done. They made it to the Super Bowl. They still got Mike Vrabel. They upgraded on the outside. They got Romeo Dobbs, AJ Brown. That's pivotal. That's a great piece. They lost Stephon, obviously, but I'm interested to see how they look with this new addition under Mike Vrabel. You got the Buffalo Bills. The thing with the Buffalo Bills, they upgraded in DJ Moore. He's their true number one now. They still got Knox. They still got Kincaid, some elite, reliable pass blocking and pass catchers out there. They kept a lot of their pieces on defense. You got Joe Brady now as the head coach, and he moved up. He was already in the system. Now he's got more creative control over play calling, working with Josh Allen, the entire offensive dynamic. And anything Joe Brady touches turns to gold. He was with the LSU team in 2019. So I think this could be kind of a not easy run for the Bills, but the Bills could really make a push, and I think they win their division comfortably. I'm not sold on the Patriots as a whole. I think Drake May is good. Don't get me wrong. I think he's great. I'm just not really sold on them completely yet. And I want to see what do they look like with tougher competition, game in and game out, and then going back having to play a Buffalo Bills team. You know what I mean? So I'm just interested to see, what that looks like. Where we gonna go? Actually, I really should have started from the top. I ain't gonna lie, I should have started from the top because I'm just looking at my notes. Where I got my notes set up, and then I got this right here. So we're gonna go to the NFC East because that's kind of like a big division. A popular division, by demand. You got the Cowboys in there, but this one is really a three-team race, man. I don't know what to make of the Commanders over there with Dan Quinn, Jayden Daniels. Also, I want to see what he looks like going into this season. They lost Debo. They still got McLaurin. He's a really good piece, but to me, it feels like they're back to square one. I really don't know what to make of them outside of Jayden Daniels. I need him to stay healthy this year. A healthy Jayden Daniels, I think, that gives them a real chance, but I'm not really sure, man. But to some of the other intriguing teams in that division, you got the Giants, and they in a tough spot. I don't know what to make of them yet because they revamped their entire team so much. They got Odell, Juju, Jackson Dart's coming back, Scatterbo's coming back off injury. We don't know what Malik is gonna look like, and when he's coming back off of his injury, we really don't even have a true timetable that's truthful. They got Likely now. I want to see what they look like with John over there. They in an interesting spot to me too, because that division is kind of stacked. It's kind of stacked for the simple fact you still got Philly. Philly is Philly. Pre AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts is 9-12. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what to make of that. This will be my first time seeing Devontae Adams in a wide receiver one role. I want to see what he looks like. They do got Mekhi Lemon, rookie. We don't know what that's going to look like. I think the defense is going to be good. I think Saquon is going to be Saquon. Their offensive line is pretty good. I'm really expecting them to really look good. I will give them the slight edge in that division. Just because they've been around the block more. They've had great seasons over the past few years. That entails great coaching, good players. They know how to win. They know what the culture needs of them. Now the Cowboys, again, when I came into this, I said what matters to me is your quarterback and your coach. Dak is 2-5 in the playoffs. I just think the ceiling has gotten lower for them. Truly, I think the ceiling has gotten lower for them. They got a first-time defensive coordinator. We don't know what the defense is going to look like. Their run game is it could be better, but in that division, you still got two of those teams. Well, really, all three of those teams that got really good running backs. And y'all front seven is, I'm not gonna say it's the worst, but it's still a little shaky to me. You got CeeDee Lamb, Pickens. Obviously, we know what they look like. Dak numbers may be great, but at this point, I need team success. I need success. So I will edge the NFC East. I will give that to the Eagles, man. On to the next. We just go ahead and knock out the NFC West. NFC West. I'm mad. I really jumped from AFC to NFC, whatever. But it is what it is. NFC West. Okay, we got. To me, I do think the 49ers can contend. I do think they can contend because it's still the 49ers. Historically, they have been good. They battle injuries a lot. But Arizona's out of there. They got the worst QB room in all of football, I think, if I'm not mistaken. CBS posted me. Worst QB room. Okay, they got. I know the Cardinals, the third worst QB room in the NFL. They got Jacoby Brissett, Gardner Minshew, Carson Beck, Keaton Slovis. I hope I'm saying that name right. Carson Beck. I'm giving the young bull a chance. I'm giving him more of a chance over Jacoby Brissett. Give me the young bull, but obviously I'm not in training camp. I don't know what he's looking like. I really like Carson Beck. I want to see what he looked like. Get a young bull a chance, man. Enough of them though. We got the two powerhouses in the league right now. The Seahawks and the Rams. The Seahawks had the best offense last season. All overall. JSN, Sam Darnold looked great. They lost the MVP, the Super Bowl MVP, Walker, to the Chiefs. So that'll be a different dynamic for them. Defensively, they still look great. They still got a lot of their pieces, if not all. Now, what's interesting is the Rams. The Rams made some moves defensively to compete with that. Because if you think about last year, the Rams had some of the smallest cornerbacks in the league, and there was a problem with for them in the stretch. They had got in late shootouts that they shouldn't have gotten in, and that was the main catalyst of them not being able to succeed as high as they hoped, which is make it to a Super Bowl. They got Garrett now, blockbuster trade. That was an upgrade. Still talks of AD coming back. Obviously, people can keep their fingers crossed with that. I mean, if you're a Rams fan, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think they're in a great spot though, going into next season. Vegas got them favored to win the Super Bowl. Let's see. Let me see. Vegas favorite to win Super Bowl. Rams, yeah. Vegas got the Rams the favorite to win a Super Bowl. So when you look at that dynamic, man, and it's kind of like a question mark on how the Seahawks is going to look, because teams is not going to let JSN go for 1,700 again this year. This is not happening. They going to make Sam Darnold work this year too. I'm gonna give the Rams this division, the NFC West. I'm gonna edge it out. No Diddy. Ooh, that was crazy. I'm gonna give the Rams the edge, but I also think it's gonna be a tough division because I'm not counting the 49ers out by no stretch of the imagination. Also, these numbers is strength of schedule. It is from yeah, it is easiest to hardest. So that's what those numbers are in my I just kind of copied and pasted it, but yeah, San Francisco middle of the pack. And I only say that matters because game in and game out, well, week in and week out, you having to play a tough team and then go play a divisional rival, that matters. I think that matters in your win and loss percentages going into next season. And I should highlight these so I won't forget. I got the Rams winning. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight that yellow. I edged this one out to Philly. We're gonna go NFC South. NFC South, I wanna say it's a two-headed two-team race out of the Falcons and Buccaneers. I gotta edge it out to the Falcons. And it's not because of quarterback play. And I know going into this, I said what matters is your quarterback and your coach. I just think the Falcons have overall better pieces around that could push them over the top, over the hump, and slightly edge the division out from Tampa Bay. They don't have Mike Evans anymore. Obviously, I know that he was hurt majority of last year, and they played without him, and their record without him showed. Let me see. Tampa Bay record last year. They tied in the division, right? Well, no, they was second. They was second in the division. Damn, that was a three-way tie, really. Damn, did they make the playoffs? No, they didn't make the playoffs. Oh, the wild card. It was a wild card. They lost in the wild card. 10-8. And this is basically without Mike Evans. They didn't win the. Ooh, that'll be tough. Honestly, again, like I said, I think I would edge it out to the Falcons. I'm not really high on the Panthers. They lost the star-studded running back. He was a big piece for them last year, and that was a crucial loss. Dowdle went to Pittsburgh. That was a big loss. I don't see them winning this division. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna edge this. I'm gonna edge the NFC South, the Falcons. The NFC North is interesting. Um, I'm not big on the Packers. They lost Romeo Doubs. I think he was the better receiver. The Chicago Bears have the hardest schedule in the league. I think that's a problem when you add that into going into this division, playing some of these teams in like the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. These are teams that they can go tooth and nail. These are tough games and have to go in this division with the toughest schedule. I don't see them winning that division. They got better on defense. They got Kobe Bryant. I like him as a cornerback over there. Detroit Lions are the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions fell short last year. They did. Do I see them cleaning it up? They lost Montgomery too to the greatest team in football right now in the Houston Texans, but I don't know what to expect from them either. I'm not big on Love. Love is 1-3 in the playoffs. Past 3 years, he's made it and got bounced in the first round. I'm not. And also, the Bears, and then don't get me wrong, I like what Ben Johnson is doing over there. And Penny. What is that his that's his name? The OC over there. OC Bears. I said Penny. Press Taylor. I'm tripping. I'm drunk. Them last year having 7 fourth quarter comebacks. Yeah, that sound good on paper, but it's not great. That's not winning football for real. Like, obviously you won those games, but you don't want to have to come back. You don't want to have to do that. The only one that we really get a get a pass for is Mahomes. Only because of, his feats. I'm gonna give this to the Lions, man. I trust the Lions a little bit more offensively than the Bears. The Packers, they got slow starts. They have slow starts, and they can't afford to start slow with these two powerhouses in that division. Minnesota Vikings, I don't have nothing great to say about them because I think they dropped the ball with their QB1 situation. I don't think Kyler Murray's that guy for them long term. I don't think J.J. McCarthy is the future for them either. I think they need to get something out the draft next season, and just do away with what they got now. Give Jettas a QB that's gonna really do something. He had Sam Darnold. Y'all got rid of him. Y'all know how I feel about that. I think that was one of the dumbest moves that ever be made. AFC West. I'm gonna be honest. I like the Broncos. They didn't lose anyone. They got better. They kept all of their top players. Bo Nix is coming off of injury. They got Waddle now. That makes them a lot better with Franklin and what's his name, Mims or Sims. What receiver is that for the Broncos? Let me see. They got Waddle, Sutton. Okay, yeah, Mims and Franklin. I like that, bro. The 18th, let me see. 18th toughest schedule. That's not bad. You don't have a lot of tough games when you're making the transition into your playing teams into your division. The Chargers gonna be the Chargers, I think. They got better on the offensive their offensive line. They revamped. They was the most sacked team in the NFL last year. They trying to give Justin Herbert some help. Either they was the most sacked team or top 5 sack team last year. The Raiders, I'm not really high on them. Kansas City, they don't have any weapons on the outside. We're just going to keep it a bean. We're going to keep it a bean. Travis Kelce's up in the age. Xavier Worthy is inconsistent. Rashid Rice can't stay out of trouble. They don't even know if they're going to keep him. Who they got? What's the dude? Skywalker? Is it Skywalker? Jalen Royals. Tyquan Thornton. Now, Tyquan Thornton, he actually looked good in spurts. I'm not even gonna lie. They must got rid of the other guy that I was talking about. But yeah, I don't think this gets it done for Mahomes. I don't think they get it done for Mahomes, and he's coming off of an injury. They got the 28th toughest schedule in the league. My goodness. Coming off of that, man, you gotta give it to the Broncos. I'm gonna get that to the Broncos, man. I think, what Sean Payton is doing over there is great. Bo Nix is like 24, 20. He racked up 24 wins since he's been a starter. He's been a starter for 2 years. They really look great over there. If he doesn't get hurt last year, I think they make it to the Super Bowl. I ain't even gonna think to it. They make it to the Super Bowl in my eyes. Okay, I gave this to the Bills. We're gonna wrap this up. We got two more divisions. AFC South. The Colts, they have the 5th easiest schedule. Let's just go ahead and go here. Just go ahead. We not about to play. We're gonna make that green because I think we doing big things. I don't like CJ Stroud. I really, really don't. I despise him. I think the Titans got a long way to go. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this division out. The Colts, I don't think they pose a threat to us. Jacksonville's the only team that posed a threat to us. Last year, I think we split, if I'm not mistaken. I think we split last year. And when I know they won the division last year, but I'm trying to see when we play. See, I don't like this because they don't show. All right, hold on. Let's get to it. Schedule. 25th. Okay, we lost. Then we won. Yeah. So we split last year. 1-1. We split last year. And even the game we lost, that was winnable. Easy. But I think we beat them this year. I think we beat them. Our entire defense is still here. We got some of the top players. If Nico can stay healthy throughout the entire season, we can look good out there. We got Tank Dale's coming back. We got Montgomery now. So that give us a really good push at the running back position. He's a real threat. Like in that division, he's a true threat. Also the Colts lost Zaire. They lost Pittman. I mean, I ain't got nothing to really, I mean, they still got JT. It is what it is. They got Gardner over there. But I'm not worried about them at all. Now, this is an interesting division, the AFC North. This is really, really interesting. Cleveland Browns got the easiest schedule. They number one. They got the easiest schedule in the league. And playing teams that don't push you outside of your division, and you can go into your division healthy, not banged up from playing easier games, I think that matters. But I think they'll finish last in the division. I'm not sold on them at all. Pittsburgh, they defense and offense gotten better. They got the running back. I forgot his name that quick. What's his name? Dottle. Yeah, Dottle. They got Dottle. They got Pittman. Let me see. They got Pittman. They got DK. Jeremy Bernard. Oh man, Roman Wilson. They look good, bro. They look good. And they defense is stacked, man. Pittsburgh might be the team, man. Let me see who won that division last year. What division is that? AFC North. They won the division last year, bro. The Cincinnati Bengals, y'all know I love Joey B. They got the 3rd easiest schedule in the league. You know, I love Joey B. I love Jamar Chase. I'm LSU till I die. I just don't think they defense can keep up in this division. I really don't. I just don't think the defense can keep up in this division. The offensive line is not really great. Baltimore Ravens, I don't know what Lamar looks like post Harbaugh. They trying to put weapons around him. Defensively, they look good. If Lamar can stay healthy, think they can make a put. But I'm edging this. I'm giving this to the Steelers, and that is my prediction for all 8 divisions in the league. This is who I'm going with. Yeah, I like this. I know people will have, differences in opinions with this, but that's what I'm going with, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We were supposed to shoot an episode today, but one of the co-hosts caught the suds. So we didn't shoot, so I decided to drop this. All of my sports take and sports content is gonna be here, not on my personal channel. You can check out Ray's playbook. My co-host Ray, he got his own sports thing going on his main channel. You can go check that out, and I'm gonna make sure I drop his page above or below on here, man. Let me know. Y'all got some differences, man. This season coming up, this NFL season, we're gonna crank it up, man. I'm glad we got this thing started off when we did. At the end of like the play-in NBA and then going into NFL. Right now we out of season, so we're kind of trying to keep up with the news and everything that's going on with NFL, college, and NBA. So just continue rocking with us. Until next time, peace.